What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing today? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Alright, so today I wanted to talk to y'all about time management and just why we need to be more aware and have more control over our time. And forgive me if y'all can't really hear me that well. It's I forgot what one of these machines called. It's like an escalator that people can walk on, or whatever. So if y'all hear any noise, that's the noise in the background. But anyway, they got dang, I forgot what I was trying to say, man. Bring it back to me. Yeah, so I'm talking about time management and just why we need to be more in control of our time and like what it does for us. Personally, I've noticed when we aren't given a lot of time to rest, to recover, to focus on ourselves, to pray, I realize like that's when obviously we not moving at our best. You know, we're not doing our best. We're not able to operate at our best when we don't really have full control of our time. And you know, me naming this video time management, you know, I know that a lot of people got like these jobs and stuff like that where, you know, worked at 9 to 5. Some people, you know, obviously entrepreneurs and stuff like that, they got their own businesses. But, you know, like I say, what I believe is if I was to have my own business, or if any one of y'all was to have your own business, that y'all would be able to manage your time more, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't feel like the way that this system is designed, I don't feel like it's specifically fit for you to be able to manage your time. And maybe y'all will understand what I'm trying to say. Maybe y'all will get the message. For those that have a ear, let them hear. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe y'all get it. Maybe you won't catch what I'm trying to say. But the way that this system is built, I understand, like, you know, like, because right now I'm working a job, a 9 to 5 job. But I'm trying to really push myself to not try to do this for long term, you see? Because I know that obviously I want to do more in my life. And I know that this isn't the way. I know that this isn't it for me. Like the current job that I'm working at currently is not it for me. Sometimes, like I say, it's hard always trying to have like to push yourself. So sometimes, you know, some people need to come along the way to, you know, help you to want to move along. But kind of getting sidetracked. But yeah, like that's one of the ways why I believe, you know, why we not really able to manage our time is because it's a lot of people, like I say, they either got kids, they already married, so that's taking time out of your day. You know, and then these jobs, you know, where they set up to be specifically for 8 hours. So check this out. If you is running a business and, you know, whatever it took for you to earn within your real job or your 9 to 5 job versus a business that you're running, like you could have made like you know what I'm saying, like you let's say you make twice, if you're able, let's say you made twice, you know, more than what you know, working at your job. You know, I believe that when we have these jobs and stuff like that, it's to help us to establish ourselves so that we don't become so reliant on you know, this system way of living. You know, Like, for instance, I throw this out there. Like, I feel like we all should be homeowners because I realized the moment that when I first moved out, my mom's house, I realized that you can get thrown out. Obviously, it's somebody else's property when you rent it because it's not your property. You know what I'm saying? It's not your property, and they can decide whether you leave, whether you stay or go. I know it has to be like for certain precautions and stuff like that. For certain reasons, it can't just be just because they don't like you being there. But I know it would have to be a valid reason. But obviously, if you're a homeowner, you don't got to deal with certain problems. Now you do have to. It is like a lot more responsibility because that means that you have to more so take care of the home itself. Whether it's a leak in the roof and stuff like that. But I believe that all ties into like us being able to manage our time. You see, because the stuff that we are doing is currently used to go along with this world's like way of doing stuff on their time, and that's why you see so many people almost moving at the same pace. If y'all get what I'm saying, like everybody seem like they. I don't want to say everybody seem like they're moving on the same time, but it just you just see a lot of people moving hasty and it's like they all in a loop. And I feel like when you got a business or you working for yourself and whatever, and you can live off, grid, and you can, you don't gotta worry about nobody kicking you out and stuff like that. It's a lot of like work, it's a lot of research, but it's worth it. I don't really care, if people try to come on this video and try to start talking down on it or whatever. If you can't see it, you can't see it. But for those that really want to escape this way of just living on, the way that this system, the way that this system has been programming for people to live, and then it's to the point that you even feel like you are, in something. You know what I'm saying? Because, check this out. When you first get up in the morning, for those of y'all that are, working a 9-to-5 job, not speaking for the ones that, y'all work on y'all own pace and y'all own time, like y'all got your own business set up. But for those that, y'all wake up in the morning, the first thing is like, I know I got to get up at this specific time because I got to be able to clock in the morning. And if I don't clock in, then I'm not going to get paid. So it's like you have that fear and that anxiety and that worry that you're not going, just because you understand that that's your way of living. And I don't know, I guess to the point, from us being tired and we grow complacent after a while. But I really truly believe that, it's meant that we own our own homes, because when you own your own home, you ain't got to worry about nobody kicking you out, and then, you ain't got to be renting, you know what I'm saying? And nobody told me that. Like I said, I'm learning stuff on my own. But, and like, that's what I feel like the time should be, how the time should be like spent. I'm gonna like cut like this video in half because I actually have like another video and it's a specific topic that I'm trying to talk about that I'm gonna include in this one as well. But like hobbies, that's another thing. Like just talking about like how we manage our time. Like we gotta be able to have hobbies and stuff outside of us praying, outside of us like, you know what I'm saying, doing stuff like that. We gotta have time to, self-care, you know what I'm saying. We gotta, pour into ourselves and stuff like that. And that's all managing your time, you know what I'm saying. Like all of the time that people be spending at the gym, that's going back into you at the end of the day. That's hope. That's something productive. It ain't sinful. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna help you to be able to keep going, within this life, because you building your body. But yeah, this is just my thoughts on like time management and some of the things I believe that's kind of getting in the way of that, and where I feel like a lot of people need to go, and what's the best option. Because I know when I stayed with my mom, stayed with my family and my mom and them when I was back in Chicago, even some a little bit up here, when I moved out here with them, all the times I would isolate myself in a room, whatever room I was in. It gave me so much time just to think, you know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. We so programmed to like, it's 5 days a week for a lot of people that work 9 to 5, whatever. 5 days a week, then you include overtime, with the 9 to 5 thing. Or if somebody got like, kids and stuff like that, your time's kind of cut. So it's like all of them things is a factor that get in the way with our relationship with God. And it's really on you at that point to decide, if you want to allow to be there, because nobody said that you have to stay in that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody say, and that's the thing. Nobody's gonna tell you that you're gonna have to do something that you ain't never done before. That's the most uncomfortablest thing. Doing something that you ain't never done before. And God, He keep having me to think outside the box with certain stuff, but I feel like that's the best way to go. Like I said, all of that time when I stayed with them, I had more time to manage my time. You know what I'm saying? I had more time to manage my time. I had had more time to think, more time to focus. And ever since, like I said, I started working, that kind of like took away from that. You feel me? It took away from that time. Like, you start, even like I said, because maybe you'll start meeting a lot of people and stuff like that, and that's cool, meet people and stuff like that, but you still need that, that time to be able to focus on you and God. You still need time to heal, and that's what people don't really understand about me. Even though I stayed with my mom and them, and I stayed in the basement, I had more time to allow myself time to process my emotions, understand myself in certain ways with certain things, and then even like heal or whatever it is. Like, I had time to do it. And I feel like the way that the system is set up, it's set up so that men, obviously they out of the household, so they got it programmed to where, obviously plan it like, keep them out of the household, so we're gonna work them to the bone. And then, a man is stuck in a dead-end job that he don't want to do, you know what I'm saying, or something that he don't want to do just to provide for his family. And I will also include, if you're not married yet, I'm not married yet, please, man, we gotta really be careful out here, y'all, because if it's anything that'll motivate me, when I see anybody that's miserable and they married, man, that stuff, it makes you definitely not want to get married to the wrong person. So I'm gonna add that in there as well. But yeah, man. I have more time to focus on my health, and I believe that's another reason why a lot of people are emotionally unavailable, and because they don't really have they haven't really been given that much time to be able to focus on themselves, so I think that pretty much covered it. I don't really just everything that I said in this, like I said in this video, I feel like it'll help just off the fact that, like I said, when we manage our time and we have more control over our time, you know, you can use that time to do certain things. You know, most of the time, like I said, either it's working or we eating or we jacking off the time that we do have. And time is valuable, you know what I'm saying? Especially to God, since we're in the last days. So it's like, with every precious moment that we have and every ounce of time that we have, it has to be for something. It has to be something, because it's like, even if it's just resting, you know what I'm saying? You got a period of time when you rest. You got a period of time when you want to cry out, whatever it is, you know, what's on your heart. I believe that's the reason why some people like still be grieving for so long, because like certain environments and places that they are in, you know, be distracted for them. So like I had more time, like, and that's the thing, like it took the pressure off me to feel like I could feel whatever I wanted to feel and not feel guilty about it. When I'm in this in this world and just moving around here, and I be just noticing that, like, I know people be so focused on doing their own thing that they not really too much worrying about you, but like, yeah, man. So that's pretty much what I really wanted to say in this video. You know, time management, it can help us to just be able to move better out here. You know, it can help us to be able to walk better, you know, just be the better versions of ourselves, you know what I'm saying, that God wants us to be, you know. It's like when we don't get enough sleep, we don't operate right, we either irritable. So it's like, what's the difference if we actually getting a lot of sleep, getting a lot of rest, you know, we doing all of the things, we praying to God, you know, it takes a lot, you know what I'm saying? But when that time is taken away and you only given so much time to do stuff, then what you start doing is you start having to squeeze every little thing that you feel like you need to do within the 2 days, within 3 days. That starts to make your brain work overtime. So now you have to move some blocks around in order for you not to put that extra stress on yourself. And that's why I say nobody gonna tell you that. You gotta know that you gotta do that, you know what I'm saying? But ain't nobody gonna tell you that though. 'Cause ain't nobody telling me that. Like in this life, like it's pretty much like that. Like it is a lot of people that's out for themselves. But, you know, everybody got their own walk, everybody got their own life, so it's like, you know, you gotta move some blocks around to make your life best for you. We still got our own free will at the end of the day. And that's currently, like, you know, where I'm at right now, what I'm trying to do, like, you know, just trying to manage the time that I have, not trying to like just mess it up, because once it's gone, you know, obviously you can't get it back. You didn't already either wasted the time that you did have to do something. So we ain't always gonna have the same time, like. But yeah, just wanted to put that out there, you feel me? But alright, y'all, see y'all on the next one.